Grace, I want to tell you about a funny thing that happened to me this weekend. I went to a party to celebrate a friend of ours' 40th wedding anniversary, and I was actually with Alice of Ask Alice.
Yeah.
And we were all we were all women over 50, quite a few over 60. And somebody said, I can't bear all these articles about which say sex gets better with age. She said, does it? She said, because my sex life is, you know, where you drag that thing, or the volume thing on your computer down.
Yes.
Mine is down at naught, not stop.
Yeah.
She said, and so how can you say it's better when there isn't much of it?
But naught can be better.
Yes, well, that's what somebody said. So one person said, yes, well, I think that's great. It's, you know, and then another person said, well, you know, the thing is, you know, when you're young and you're more flexible.
More flexy, as we used to call it.
That's right. And you don't mind sort of leaping about and getting hot and sweaty and, you know, and
grabbing chandeliers.
Yeah.
Although I've never grabbed a chandelier. No. I don't know if anyone has.
And
really.
Sleeping in the wet patch and all that sort of... Oh, I know. And it's all sort of acceptable, isn't it? But, you know, I don't know. Anyway, one person said, she said, is this it? She said...
no passion anymore.
No, she said, am I never going to feel that toe-curling, stomach-churning where you can't eat? God, wouldn't we love?
I'd love that.
Because that's the way... I don't know if you remember, but I remember when we were all at... our kids were at school and everything, and, you know, we'd stand at the gates. When we noticed that somebody had really lost weight, suddenly had all their hair done.
Yeah, you'd be suspicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
We knew something was going on.
Yes, I have to say, when you've been married for as long as we have, which is 25 years each, not together, obviously. There are men involved in our. Not that we have any problems with anybody else's arrangements, but when you've been married that long, obviously having that toe curling. Well, is that a good thing? Toe curling. Well, anyway,
I don't know, but you know that
stomach gripping,
you know,
passion and that abandon. You know, when you throw your head back and close your eyes, and you don't care what you look like. You're just experiencing the moment. Well, I mean,
I remember.
How long is it since you had that?
Exactly.
It's a long
you come
time
home
for
from
me.
work and all you want to do is rip each other's clothes off. Now, my husband comes into work and it's what's for supper.
Yeah, exactly.
That's much more important to him.
Exactly.
And
I'm too busy chopping smelly onions or something.
Yeah,
So it's not conducive, is it, to romance?
And then, of course,
Nor
the
is
kids.
sitting in front of the TV with your supper on the tray.
And of course, there's the kids. Mine just wander in and out, you know, when they're at home. And, you know, and if we so much as mentioned that we might have a sex life, they
vomit.
Yeah.
No, they don't like
No.
it. No. Yes. Of course, there is the other issue when you're older, and this has happened to a few friends of mine, which is that you meet someone when you're older. Perhaps you've never
single,
got married,
or you're widowed, or something.
You're widowed or divorced, and a new person eventually comes on the scene. Well, oh my God! Can you imagine if you had a date tonight with this fantastic man? And, and obviously...
Well, it would take me about 3 hours to get prepared.
Yes, but then would you be able to... I mean, I don't even show my husband myself naked. I don't even look at myself naked. It's so disgusting. I mean, I couldn't do it. I'd have to have the lights out.
Oh.
Maybe quite a lot of alcohol.
It was so funny. I suddenly remembered this. This friend of ours was telling us they went to pick up a lady friend of theirs who'd arrived from Australia. She'd been touring Europe. And she she's 76,
yes.
And she was meeting her lover, who is married,
right.
who is 75. And one of the things she said, which was so hilarious, she said that she hadn't yet had sex with him. They'd been having this sort of clandestine affair, but they actually hadn't had intercourse. Anyway, she said that she didn't mind sharing a bed. She could deal with all of that, getting undressed. She could deal with all of that, which I was pretty impressed with. But she said, I couldn't share a bathroom with him.
Oh, yeah.
She wanted to have a bedroom that had 2 bathrooms. She said, I just can't do that. I'm sorry. She said, I'm 76. And I thought, yeah, I can... That is something too. It's all of that side of the intimacy. It's I don't know. you sort of, when you're young, it just...
Or maybe when you get older, you just want to, you get
Want a lot
used to
more
certain
privacy.
things and you want more privacy and you want your own bathroom. If you're lucky enough to get that, that's fantastic.
But I agree. I think that's when the pizzazz goes out, really, is the bathroom thing. I think we've talked about this before. If you could take away the bathroom
And
element...
what happens in the bathroom.
Yes, and so, I mean, if we could all afford it, and if you had houses that were large enough, it is quite an ideal thing to have 2 separate bathrooms. But I don't know. But it's a funny area, isn't it?
It is a very odd area, and currently I'll just not bother because, I'm just happy with my very low score at the moment. That does me.
Well, we'll do have a read of Ask Alice's blog, and we'll and do comment on what she's suggested or her advice.
Or your own experiences.
Yes, that'd be
really
fun. Yeah, we'd love to,
fascinating.
because we go on this and tell you all of ours.
Yeah, so it's time you told us yours.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Bye.